Hi Dollar Divas, welcome back to my channel. So today it is time for another Dollar Tree product review video. Of course, we do a lot of budget beauty and skincare content and a lot of Dollar Tree hauls. Because I do a lot of Dollar Tree hauls, I end up with a lot of other products that can get lost in the cracks. So I like to gather all those products and do videos like this. That way I can update you on some things I have hauled and kind of let you know how it's working out for me and what I think. This makeup look is a series of shorts, so definitely go check out my shorts page for the ones that are already up and keep an eye out for the ones that are going up. It's actually half my face is high-end makeup and the other half is Dollar Tree, so definitely check that out. And of course, if you're a returning Dollar Diva, thank you so much for coming back for another video. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Jessica and I'm basically a bargain beauty channel. What I mean by that is I like to do a lot of the same fun content that other beauty channels do. I just like to keep it at the bargain price point, so the closer to $1, the better. And like I said early in the video, because of that, I do a lot of Dollar Tree hauls, and that leads me to doing videos like this. So if it does sound like you're in the right place, I do hope you'll become part of our Dollar Diva community here on YouTube. I will have related content down below in the description box. That way you can binge watch some of my other content as well as the other videos in this series. So definitely go check that out when you're done watching this video. So without any further chit chat, let's just go ahead and get into today's video. And so I've got kind of an assortment of products today, and I'm just gonna start here. So a few months back, I hauled this headband. It's meant to put on your ears to keep them warm. And I thought it was really cute. It was with all like the gloves and the socks and stuff like that right at the front of my store. And it looks like something, first of all, that you would pay a whole lot more money for. I think they had other colors, I'm not sure. What I liked about it was it didn't really have a seam. The seam is kind of here in this knot, which is just really cute. It's also not like super thick, and the knit is not itchy. And so that's what really made me like it. Was I've had other ones that are just so thick that they were a little bit cumbersome to wear. So the other day on Thanksgiving, it was a little chilly, but me and my mom loved to sit outside during the holidays, and it was a little chilly, but nothing that was too crazy if you were sitting out in the sun. So once it got a little bit chillier, like a little bit later in the day, it was so not cumbersome. It was just enough to protect my ears, but not too much to where I felt like I was inside something. And of course it's cute and very simple. But the biggest thing too that I really liked about it was it didn't feel itchy on my skin. You know how some knits can feel a little itchy? This here did not. For $1.25, or I might have paid $1.50 for this, totally worth it. I wasn't wearing makeup, so I didn't get any makeup on it, but I'm sure you can just kind of throw it in with your laundry, especially like gentle cycle, let it air dry. So I was really excited to get to wear this. And like I said, this would make like something great in like a little gift basket or something like that, or just buy it for yourself for when you need a little something to cover your ears. Really like that. Thumbs up. So then the next two items are a couple scents of the Power Stick sprays. I've done Brazilian Mist. I love Brazilian Mist. I have done Paradise Breeze. I don't love Paradise Breeze. I have reviewed Pacific Nights, which is actually my favorite. For me, Pacific Nights is #1 and Brazilian Mist is #2. And I've never tried Soft Floral just because I'm a little bit afraid to. I don't know, I haven't heard great things. But, so I have the Island Crush and the Amber Rouge. Island Crush is supposed to be a dupe for the Sol de Janeiro 68, and I actually had it and used it up earlier in the year. And I really like it. It's a fruity smell. It's a really good summer smell. So it's got notes of pink dragon fruit, hibiscus, and sheer vanilla. And it doesn't smell bad. It doesn't really smell what I remember the body spray smelling like. Now, the Pacific Nights, I've got the actual Sol de Janeiro that the Pacific Nights is a dupe for. It's a dupe for 76, I believe. And I think the Power Stick actually smells better than the body spray. There's something about the aerosol that makes it smell better. But this here, I think I like the actual Sol de Janeiro better. And this is just, it might just be in my head. It doesn't smell bad by any means. I would probably rate this one #4. So not bad, but not my absolute favorite. It's kind of at the bottom of the ones that I like. Then the Amber Rouge I like a little bit more. I would put this at #3. This one's a little bit more of like I would say like a cold weather scent, a little bit more of a toasty scent. It's supposed to be a dupe for the Baccarat, I'm gonna mess it up, Baccarat Rouge or whatever. It's not a Sol de Janeiro product, but a different perfume. It's got notes of jasmine, saffron, and amberwood. And like I said, this one here is probably my 3rd favorite. Pacific Nights, Brazilian Mist, this, then this, and then I don't like Paradise Breeze. Overall, I would put both of these at like a thumbs up, thumbs down, mainly because I don't hate them. I will use them up and finish them. I do like them. I don't love them. I love the Brazilian Mist. I love the Pacific Nights, but I don't love these. So I probably wouldn't repurchase this again, although I am enjoying them a bit, if that makes sense. Then you'll remember I bought this here. It's a really, really cute little wine stopper. And this is just gonna be a little short, sweet review because there's not a whole lot to say. And it's shaped like a little hat. It is so cute. They now have them where they're shaped like cowboy hats. Super cute. But I was just really kind of like, I didn't have any major doubts that this would be really good. It really is a good stopper. Of course, you know, you always run the risk sometimes with Dollar Tree that you're gonna buy something and it's like not gonna fit in your wine bottle or really stop it or whatnot. But no, this really does. It pops into the bottle. It feels like something that you would have spent a little bit more money on. Make a great gift for someone that drinks wine because it's so, so cute. And yeah, it does the job. As cute as it is, it does work. Then this right here, y'all, I really like this. I can't remember the brand, but it's the Lips Don't Lie Lip Mask and Lip Scrub Duo. They have a couple different flavors of this. I think mine is citrus or orange because on one side you get a lip scrub. Then on the other side, you get a lip mask. And it does its job. I think this is something that it feels like you would have spent, again, much more money on. They have a couple other flavors I haven't tried. You know, the flavor is nice. The scrub works really nice. The lip mask is a little bit firmer of a product than I would have expected. Like if you've ever used the LA Colors lip mask, the clear ones that come in like fruit flavor, that's a little bit more of a liquidy kind of a gel. This here is more of like a, you know, you can see you can kind of touch it. It's a lot more firm. So I'll take like my little spatty or whatever it is, or scrape some onto my nail and put it on, and it's really it's rich yet light. So this here I think is brilliant for $1.25. Would make a really, really nice gift. So this gets a thumbs up from me. Then I get a couple of hand sanitizers that I want to review. And again, there's not a whole lot to say other than to kind of tell you what I think of the packaging and the smells. So one is the Be Pure Sugar Cookie Scented Hand Sanitizer. The one that comes in this kind of a bottle right here. So I just used up a lemon one that I've had for a while. So I know like we really like these containers right here because they're dupes for the Touchland, but honestly, there is nothing wrong with this little spray bottle right here. Y'all, and this scent, I really, really like it. It smells like sugar cookie. You know, the packaging has little sugar cookies on it. It's super cute. Smells really, really nice. I even like that I even like the pink and the orange. But yeah, this smells really, really, really nice. It smells exactly what I would imagine sugar cookie to smell like. So I really, really like this scent. Of course, it's one of their seasonal ones. And then this here, so I've been reviewing all these scents as well as I get them and use them. This, of course, is the limited edition Mocha Coffee scent. And I would say, so I love the cucumber mint and the watermelon. I like the pumpkin vanilla, but I really like this scent. To me, it doesn't really smell like mocha or coffee. It kind of has a light powdery scent, if that makes sense. Very, very light, really, really nice. I love the color of it. It's just kind of like this neutral color. I would say that this is one of my favorites. I like this better than the pumpkin vanilla. The pumpkin vanilla is really nice, but sometimes there's just a little bit too much vanilla. This is a little bit more of like a generic scent. So I'm really, really liking this. And this is the third one I've consistently used. And one thing I can tell you about these Be Pure sanitizer cases is that they all, I don't know if this is gonna make sense. They all are a little bit different in how easy they are to push down, if that makes sense. This one here is really good. My pumpkin vanilla, has a little bit more stick to it. My cucumber mint one is really good and easy to use. So I do think there's a little bit of an inconsistency with how these spray and how easy they are to spray. But overall, they're super fun to try to hunt down, first of all. And it's fun getting the different scents. And this one here, I particularly really love. Like I said, doesn't really smell like mocha or coffee to me, but I do love the way it smells. Like I said, it's kind of like a light powder scent. So for me, these are both a thumbs up. And then I also bought the matching hand wipes, and I keep those in my car. And again, I just keep them in there for like if I have a snack and I need to wipe my hands or something like that, I just like to have them in there. And they smell the same way. They're really nice. One is enough to get like, you know, most of what you would need off your hands, you know, like if you eat like a little snack or something like that. And they smell nice. They smell exactly the same. The packaging, of course, is the same. So, you know, it's really cute. It's sugar cookie scented. So I like the wipes as well. So then I bought this kind of on a whim. It is the McCormick dual-ended spatula. So listen, me and my husband, we like have a little bit of like a rubber spatula like obsession. We like literally packs of multiple of the silicone ones on Amazon because we use them so much and we like to just be able to put them in the dishwasher. And I don't think there's ever an instance you like don't need a rubber spatula. So I saw this one in Dollar Tree one day and I just couldn't resist the dual-ended thing, so I had to buy it. And it's really nice. Of course, you know, the writings come off, but who really cares? It doesn't matter. And I can't really remember if it's heat resistant, and I don't think I've used it in that way anyway. I think I've just used like, this here is like a really nice size to get like in the bottom of something, especially like a mayo jar or a peanut butter jar, particularly because of the way this one here is shaped. And that's probably the biggest reason I bought it, was for that end. But then this is kind of a little bit different than the other ones we have. We have ones that are like a spoon. Then we've got the ones that are a little bit tapered, but not this much. So I do like they're kind of pointier. They're kind of pointier and they're really pretty sturdy. So they're really gonna help bring that product out, yet form to what you need it to form to. So I think for $1.25 or $1.50, whatever it was, you can't beat some of these things at the Dollar Tree. And then when it gets nasty or something happens, you just throw it away, because these things don't really last forever anyway. So this right here gets a thumbs up from me. So I've been using these a bit in my videos. So this Must Have Beauty brand came out with a bunch of new brushes here recently with these lids on them. And y'all, for $1.25, you can't beat it. They have ones now, they're in all different shapes and sizes for different cream products, different powder products, fan brushes, and like I said, for $1.25, you absolutely can't beat it. I was needing like a stipple brush, like an extra stipple brush to keep at work, and I couldn't find one at the Dollar Tree. And so I bought one, I think at either CVS or Five Below, and I think I bought like another, like a cream blush brush, both from like Moda, and I don't think I like those as much or any better than I like these, and I paid at least $4 or $5 a piece. So for the money, you just can't really beat the luxness. I mean, they're a little bit lightweight, but they come with these covers, which is worth its weight in gold, especially if you keep them in your makeup bag. I think they've got like 7 of them, so all different types of complexion brushes. If you're needing some complexion brushes, definitely don't sleep on these at your Dollar Tree if you see them. So these get a big thumbs up from me. And then I bought this a couple months back as well, and I have a very specific use for this brush. And I'm talking about, I think it's the brand Scrub Buddies. It's this, I think it's a tile and grout brush. I'm not sure if that's how it was marketed. I'll try to double check. But that's kind of what I bought it for. So for whatever reason, I don't know if everyone's toilet is designed this way, but it just gets kind of damp and dark and really dingy right around the edge, like at the bottom. And so this is what I use because it's just so hard. And I also have travertine tile in my bathroom. So I don't use anything super abrasive, but yet it takes a lot of elbow grease. So I did use this a couple of times, and I do think it's gonna be very resilient because the bristles still haven't really even budged or bent or anything like that. And it gets it to where I don't have to like try to get in there and hurt my nails and stuff like that. Even wearing gloves and all that stuff, you still, you know, when you're holding something and scrubbing, it wreaks havoc on your nails. So it's nice just to have like a brush, something that can kind of do the work. Does it clean better than I can do myself? Not necessarily, which I'm a little bit disappointed in. I kind of thought it might clean a little bit better than I physically can. But what it does is like I said, takes away the pressure off my hands, my nails. And for that, I give this a thumbs up. And there's probably a bazillion other things you can use this for. Now, I'm using this for the bottom of my toilet. You might want to get another one for, you know, if you want to use it for something else that's not the bottom of your toilet, you might want to have an extra one for that job. But like I said, I bought this for that purpose. So might buy another one or two to have for other purposes. But yeah, like I said, even though this, I don't think it does a better job cleaning, it's a little easier on me. So I give this a thumbs up, as I do a lot of these products from Dollar Tree. I'm really big on buying these at Dollar Tree. So this here gets a thumbs up from me. Then I get some skincare things as well, because I do make separate videos for skincare, but I also like to put them in these videos as well, just in case watching an entire skincare video isn't your thing, but you are curious about a couple of items. So I know I covered this lotion here, and I've got a couple lotions I'm gonna be reviewing. So this is one of 3 lotions I'm gonna be reviewing in this video. So like I said, I covered this in my last skincare review video, I believe. This is the Spa Luxury Pumpkin Chai Latte Scented Body Lotion. It's a limited edition. And I assume it's a dupe for this Hemp's Pumpkin Spice and Vanilla Chai lotion, which is a staple for me, especially when the months and the weather gets cozy. It smells decadent, moisturizes real nice. It's just, oh, to me, it's just beautiful. So this, at first sniff, this smells a bit like it. But when you apply it to your skin, it's not as strong. It's very, very light, which may be good for some. I know some of my Dollar Divas don't want something to be too strongly scented. So if that's the case, and you would like something like this, but this might be a little too strong, this here really would be great for you. It's just got a little light scent, really dissipates. And honestly, the lotion itself, I didn't expect it to be as decent as it is, but it's really a decent lotion. I mean, if you have like super dry, chapped skin, this may not be the thing for you. I mean, same thing with this. You might need like something else, like a Eucerin or a Gold Bond or something. But I'm almost done with it. I've been using it. It's really not a bad lotion for $1.25. It's just not as decadent as this. So like I said, I give this kind of a thumbs up, thumbs down because it smells really nice. It's not strongly scented and the lotion's decent. But the thumbs down would be if you're really comparing it as a dupe to this. It's not really. So thumbs up, thumbs down. And same with these, y'all. So Pro Silk recently came out with these body lotions that are supposed to be dupes for EOS. You get the creamy cashmere and you get the fresh and comfy. So I've actually used the actual EOS of this, but it's been a few years and I loved it. Y'all, the smell was just amazing. And it smells, I can't really remember the exact smell, so I can't compare it completely. Now I will tell you at first sniff, I actually kind of like this one a little bit better. This one has a little bit more of a powdery scent. And this one has a little bit of a, it's got the vanilla for sure. So these, honestly, I feel the same way as I do about this. If you're looking for just a decent lotion for $1.25 that has a little bit of a light scent when you put it on, but really dissipates pretty quickly, but the lotion is decent, it's not heavy. Like I said, it's probably not gonna cure any like super dry, cracked skin, but for your normal everyday lotion, not bad, just like this. Same thing with the scent, very, very light. But if you're looking at it as a like dupe for the EOS, I would say probably the only thing they have going is probably the packaging, kind of like these two right here. This is really not a bad lotion for $1.25, so it gets a thumbs up overall from me, but as a dupe, it kind of gets a thumbs down, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of feel the same way about these. I am enjoying them, and I think I like this scent a little bit better, but like I said, it does dissipate real quick. So I'm gonna give these a thumbs up, thumbs down. Thumbs up for being a decent product for the money, thumbs down for being a dupe. And then the last item I also reviewed in a recent skincare review video, and that is the Spa Luxury Brazilian Sole Exfoliating Foot Socks. They just didn't work. They just didn't work. Now, I've had some of my Dollar Divas say that they have heard or have slept in them and then take them off and their feet have peeled. But as per the directions, you're supposed to only leave them on for like 20 minutes. But yeah, I did them. My feet didn't peel. They smelled amazing, but they didn't really moisturize my feet. They were supposed to make my feet peel, and according to the packaging, they were supposed to peel. And they did not do that, so I feel it was a complete waste of $1.25. I've got this scent, and I've got the vanilla bean as well that I'm gonna still try and review and let you know if there was a magic ingredient missing in the Brazilian Sole. But yeah, like I said, if you're buying these thinking that they're gonna make your feet peel like they say, they sadly will not. So these get a big thumbs down from me. So definitely let me know what you think of some of these products. You know I love hearing from you all. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, and if you can hype it as well, I always appreciate when you do. I'll have the last few videos like this I have made, as well as some other content. Definitely give those videos a binge watch. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.